Hi singers, it's Monday again, and it's Miki here with your singing tip of the week. So today we're going to continue with our celebrity-inspired vocal warm-up routines, and we are looking at Kelly Clarkson. Kelly, of course, was the first winner of American Idol in 2002, and she's gone on to be a celebrity judge on The Voice and have a very long and healthy, prestigious career. One thing that's interesting about Kelly is she's a famous pop singer, but she doesn't have a really bright, shrill voice. She actually has a darker, almost bluesy or gospel-y sound. I would classify her more as like an Adele rather than like an Ariana Grande. She has a lower natural placement, and she also sings in a darker, more back-placed resonant space. And if you watch her sing, you'll notice that she opens her mouth really wide and her tongue is very flat and neutral on the bottom of her mouth. She always sounds like she's singing with a lot of ease. And so even though she's belting and she's very, very powerful, you're never gonna see her pushing and straining. And if you look at the course of her career, and she's been singing professionally since 2002, so it's quite a long time, she hasn't had any major vocal injuries. And that can tell you a lot about whether a singer is using a healthy technique. Obviously, it doesn't tell you everything. People can have injuries for all sorts of reasons and health problems that have nothing to do with their technique, or they can just be really lucky and not have had any vocal injuries. But it does tell you something generally. And as far as I could tell, the only time that she had any vocal related issues was when she was pregnant with her child. She did cancel some dates and take some vocal rest. And I will say that it's a little known fact, unless you've been pregnant, that the hormones that are involved with your body preparing to give birth and gestating a human can really wreak havoc on your voice. There are a lot of hormones like relaxin that relax all of the muscles in your body, not just the ones that are specific to childbearing, that can affect the muscles that you use when you're singing. And obviously your sex hormones are higher during your pregnancy, and your voice can actually drop, just like when you go through puberty. Not as much, but your vocal cords can thicken and your voice can get lower. And some of these changes go away completely when you have a baby, and some of them are permanent. And so women can actually have a lower voice after having children than before they got pregnant. So it seems like some of that stuff was going on during Kelly's pregnancy that affected her voice, but since she had her child, she's obviously bounced back better than ever, so it didn't affect her voice negatively permanently, thank goodness. I really like Kelly Clarkson. It seems like she's kind of universally beloved, and I think the reason for that is not only is she a great singer and she's had some amazing songs, but she just seems like a really good person. She seems very down to earth and real. She has a sense of humor. She's not afraid to make fun of herself. And she's not catty or superficial or Hollywood. She's not pretentious. And she rose up through the ranks of American Idol in the very beginning when it seemed like it really was a meritocracy. So it's not like we don't know what she's famous for. She's worked very hard and she's very, very good at the craft of singing. And she also just seems like she has good values. You know, she seems like a nice person. She's got a nice family, and you just don't hear any scandal about her really ever. So I really like her, and I think that that's a sentiment that's shared by a lot of people. So today's warm-up routine consists of 5 exercises. We're gonna start easy with a lip trill, and then we're gonna go to an operatic 5-tone scale. Then we're gonna go to a staccato coo-coo-coo arpeggio, and then we're gonna go into 2 more complex vocal runs. And I got all of these exercises from publicly available videos of Kelly warming up, and I will link to those. But of course, those were just little snippets, and so I've created this full warm-up routine for you and linked them all together. Our first exercise is a lip trill or lip bubble descending 5-tone scale. We're gonna start in the key of C major. Very nice. And of course you can adjust how high or how low you go based on your own vocal range. Our next exercise is an operatic 5-tone scale on A. We're going to start a little bit higher on the A above middle C, and we're going to try to keep everything really, really open. So not pinched and narrow, really nice and open and relaxed. And try to allow everything to really resonate in your throat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Last two. Very nice. Our next exercise is a staccato coo-coo-coo on a descending arpeggio that cycles 1.5 times. So it's going to sound like this. Coo, 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 coo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coo, coo. Last one. So this next one is kind of a complicated run, and we're gonna sing it on goo, and it sounds like this. We're starting in the key of B major. It goes goo. Okay, so let me break it down for you. So you're starting on the 5, and you're actually just going down on the major scale, but you hold out that first note, the 5th, and at first you sing it with a straight tone, and then you add vibrato on the end. So that's goo, and then you're gonna go down the 5 tones. Goo, then back up, ooh, 5, 1, then you're gonna go to the minor 6th, ooh, 6, 5, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, and then 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So it's an interesting run because it starts out in major, right? And then we change to minor. So let me do that one more time for you. Goo. Okay? So now you try it on your own. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very pretty, very classical sounding. so this next riff also starts in major and then transitions to minor, and it spans 2 octaves. So we're starting on the 2nd octave on the 5th degree of the scale, and it's going to sound like this. Okay, so you can start on ah and then transition to yeah, and the scale degrees are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 1, or 8, 3, 5, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1. Okay, so let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do a few more. Very nice. Let's do one more. Very, very nice. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Kelly Clarkson inspired vocal warm-up routine. I will see you here next week for another singing tip of the week. Until then, happy singing.